is up, guys? CryptoMux aka Zoid right here, and in this video I'll be showing you how to monitor JavaScript with JSMon. So why is monitoring JavaScript so useful? Now, it's so useful in many ways. We can find internal domains in JavaScript. We can find vulnerabilities such as DOM XSS, path traversal. We can find API key leakages. There's so much things we can read in JavaScript. Now, for an example, let's say a website hosted a domain and they've got this JavaScript that has no API key or no vulnerabilities whatsoever. And say a week later we get a notification from JSMon from that same endpoint saying there's been some changes. And we might look at the changes and see there's an API key in there. And we might want to look at that and analyze it and try and find a vulnerability and report that ASAP before anyone else does. Report it before us. A useful thing when we can get an alert with Telegram with a new update is that we get the updates before everyone else does. And then we can analyze it, look for vulnerabilities, and basically report it if they find anything. Now I'm going to be showing you how to set up JSMon. It's relatively simple. I found it was quite simple. Just to getting the bot to work was a little bit difficult, but I got it working. And we're going to use GetJS to get a whole heap of JavaScript files using Subfinder and various other subdomain tools. So it's going to get all the JavaScript from a subdomain or subdomains, and it's going to it's going to put that into the targets directory of JSMon, and it's going to basically monitor the JavaScript files and set us alerts when there's been any changes. And this is what it looks like here. So it will send us a Telegram message, and we just click on diff.html, and it will come up with the changes. For example, here, alert 3 has been changed to alert 1. The yellow means changed, the green means added, and the red means deleted. Just want to turn off these notifications. Cool. Okay, so let's get started. So first of all, we need to clone this repository. And to do that, we just open up a new terminal. We can use VPS, or we can use WSL2. But we're just going to use WSL, which is Windows Subkernel Linux. I'm just going to source this profile. Just so I can get my tools working. I'm going to git clone this repository. I think I've already typed in the whole command. And this is pretty much what it looks like right here. Let's just put this aside here so we can see what we're doing. So we're going to clone that repository right there. That's the first command. And the second command is type in JSMon. And then we want to Python 3 setup install. We want to install the dependencies and things that need JSMon to work. We need to be root to do this. Okay, it's installing all the dependencies, all the libraries we need. And if you go Python 3 JSMon, what's going to happen is it's going to say that we need the API key. So let's do that next. First of all, let's put a cron tab in first. Put a cron tab in, and we'll use nano. And what we'll do is we want to update daily. We want JSMon to find new JavaScript changes daily. So put this at daily. We can put it weekly, which might be better, but let's just put daily. Let's go Python 3 home Zoid JSMon. We need to put the path to JSMon .py, and then that should pretty much update daily. But this is what we need to do. We need to first set up a bot for this to work. And it also has this a post that shows you how to do that. It shows you how to set up the bot, and it's pretty simple. So what we need to do is we need to install Telegram for Windows or Mac or whatever operating system you are using. You can also set up an Android. You can actually download it for Android so you can monitor the JavaScript changes on your Android device, iPhone, or iPad. But for now, I'm just downloading it for my PC, my Windows machine, and that's what you do there. And then what you want to do is you want to open up Telegram, and there is a few things we need to do to set this up properly. First thing we need to do, let's have a look at this. Let's analyze what we need to do. First thing we need to do, it says search for @botfather. Let's search for that here. I just want to clear this, clear history. Now, what we need to do is we need to type in /start. And that's going to start up botfather, and it's going to show us a list of commands we can type in. We want to type in new bot. And we're going to have to give the bot a name. Actually, can I zoom in here? No, I can't. Okay. So we need to give the bot a name. Let's just call it ASDF bot. Let's call it JavaScript monitor, and we'll just put that. Now it's saying we need to set a name, but it has to end in bot. So let's go put JavaScript monitor bot. And okay, that was successful. So that bot did not exist, so we can use that. Okay, so now what it says is we need to basically save this API key somewhere so we can use it. So we'll just save that into a text file or whatever, but I'm going to delete this bot once it's done, so no need to do that. So, but we do need to actually go to this endpoint with the API key. So we need to go to this API, this actually endpoint here, and we need to actually figure out the message ID, because we can't just send a bot directly to itself. We need to send it through a message. We need to get the message ID so the bot can, so the program can start sending messages to the bot. And as you can see, get updates hasn't got nothing yet. So if we go to our bot, which is JavaScript monitor bot, and we just want to put in /start. We'll do that one more time actually. And then we should read the messages. And this is our message ID right here, our chat ID. So let's copy these informations into a Notepad++ file. Or just a Notepad file. So we've got the key. And we've got the message ID. And that's what we're going to need to save to a file. And that's just on this endpoint right here. Okay, cool. So now let's open up our JSMon file. We need to open up the program, and we need to fill in these. We need to change the Telegram token, which is basically our, this one here. This is our token here, and then we need to change the chat ID, which is the chat ID here. And let's save that. And you know what? That's pretty much all there is to it. We're pretty much all set up. So let's get an example going on here. Let's type in echo. Actually, they give us an example we can use. So let's just use this example here that they actually have given us. So we can actually append this this file here to the targets directory, because in JSMon there has a targets directory where all the files get saved to and then monitored. So on daily, JSMon's going to get triggered, and it's going to change. It's going to find updates for us. But obviously, this one had some problems. Maybe it does not exist, this domain. We can check that. But what I like to do is I usually like to do a subfinder or a mass scan, mass DNS or mass scan. But I'll do a subfinder to find a list of domains. So I might just find it on, let's choose yahoo.com. And let's go, actually let's do a small domain, paytm.com I think it is. And let's do silent, and let's tee it out to paytm.com. Okay, this is going to give us all the domains for paytm.com. Let's go stop there. And then we're going to cut out paytm.com, and we're going to resolve these. And this is going to be teed out to paytm resolved.txt. So that's going to resolve all the Paytm domains. I'll just stop there just to slow down the process. And then we want to download. We can either download GetJS to actually extract all the JavaScript files, or we can use subJS. You can either use any of these tools, but my personal favorite is GetJS, just because the Axiom, it includes in the Axiom, and I use the Axiom for my VPS, so it's just a lot easier to use GetJS because I'm used to using that. So let's go PayTM resolved, and let's use GetJS. I don't think I've got it installed on this system, so let's get that installed. It's a matter of just installing Go and then just typing in this command. Now, if you want to install Go, we can also go to NahumSec's Bugbounty hunting tools. I think it's called NahumSec. We could just go to NahumSec's GitHub. And he has his Bugbounty hunting tools repository, which is right here. And you just install that, and that should install Go and everything for us. Install these tools and Go and all that sort of stuff. Okay, that's all done. So let's then cut out PayTM resolved and get JavaScript. We need to make sure to put this complete tag, because if we don't put this complete tag, this is what's going to happen. It's just going to print out the Java. It's going to fetch the JavaScript files, but without the HTTPS. Some of them would have HTTPS, but some of them won't. So we need to put complete in order to get them all to have the HTTPS at the start. And then I can just show you that. So they all have HTTPS at the start, and that's what we want. Now let's output this to a folder called, let's just tee it out actually. Tee it out to targets, and we'll call this PayTM. We're not going to actually print out all the JavaScript, just a few, just to show you how it works. Okay, that should be enough. So now as you can see in the targets directory, we should have all the JavaScript we're going to be testing on a daily basis. So it's a matter of just typing in Python 3 and then JSMon py to actually add all those endpoints to the module. But it's for some reason it's saying invalid URL. Ignore everything in directory. Schema supplied. There's a problem. And what we're going to do with this problem is we're going to fix the problem. It says invalid URL. It's an invalid schema. Ignore everything in this directory. Okay, let's have a look at targets, and let's have a look at PayTM. Let's see if there's any problems with actually what we're going to do is we might put in a resolve flag. Put in resolve because it might actually fix the issue. Let's find out. It worked on my VPS, but for some reason it's not really working on here. But let's have a look again. Get endpoint, request.getEndpoint. Let's have a look at let's just ignore the WSL one and move to my VPS, because it seems to work on my VPS a lot better. But the point is you do a subdomain scan, and then you get all the JavaScript from all the domains, and then run Python JSMon.py. Now, if I run Python 3 JSMon right now on my VPS, it's going to update. It's going to get any changes because I've had this going for a day, so I'm bound to have some changes in some JavaScript files that I've actually been testing. I'm not going to show you that's a perfect one. That works there. There's another one there. I'm not going to show you what website I'm testing, but as you can see, you're given you probably see the IP and look it up. But anyway, you get the point. This is how it works. As you can see, I've got a new update. So what I can do now is I can go to this is actually I didn't go on JS Monitor Bot. I was just showing you how to set it up. But I'll go to my JSMon, which is right here. And this is my own personal bot. And obviously there's a change here. So we'll go to diff.html and we'll have a look at the changes and figure out what's been changed or deleted or added. And as you can see here, I remember looking at this before, and it said that there's this value. This looks like this was not supposed to be in code, so they've deleted it. But this is how useful it is to actually monitor JavaScript changes. I recommend setting it up in a VPS just because it's a lot better to be able to set up in a VPS. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give me a thumbs up. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you in future Bug Bounty hunting tips. Catch you later.